Hey guys, welcome back to Coal Country Homestead. So today we have an exciting video for you today. We're going to go through our seed haul from MIgardener.
And we both have microphones on now, so hopefully audio continues to improve. This is the first time we're using this set, so let us know your comments. Right now we have a doggy drinking. They don't care that we're recording.
Okay, you ready?
Do you want to tell them at all about our day today? Anything that we did? Today's like the coldest day in Pennsylvania, and I hate the cold.
Yeah, so we have like a Arctic blast that came down and super cold today. Wind chills down in the single digits, and overnight a lot of places are going down like really negative below zero. I think up in Vermont,
Maine.
or no, is it Vermont or New Hampshire where Mount Washington is? Set the lowest recorded wind chill today. It was negative 100 degrees. Yeah, so Mount Washington's like a weather observatory area on the top of a mountain in one of those states, and
I'm happy I'm not there.
it's got a lot of records, but broke the record for lowest wind chill in the United States today. So
that is not a record I would want to be part of.
I would want to kind of just experience it though, just for a second to see what that actually feels like.
That's like that cryogenics. Yeah, it's like negative like 100, right? Like they do crazy temperatures. I wouldn't be
It's
interested.
supposed to be really good for your body and your organs, but
Not me.
alright, well.
But because it was the coldest day, Zachary decided it was a good day for us to be outside.
Yeah, we did some shopping, went around to some of the big box stores, and noticed that one of them had their tree order in. So normally it comes a little bit later in the winter.
Yeah.
Like late winter.
Late winter, early spring.
Early spring, right? And then you only have a short window when that happens to go and choose and get the first pick of the best trees or whatever. So
we might have done a little bit of shopping today. We'll have to share that in another video.
But yeah, kind of excited for the spring fruit tree order.
Yeah, well, we'll tell you more about that. I got some footage of Zachary in the wild.
Alright, let's open this up and see what we got.
So this is our MIgardener order. I was excited to find this in the mailbox today.
Oh, I didn't tell you that I got this.
I saw it. I reviewed the order before I hit submit.
Yeah, so one of the things that MIgardener had on his website was one of these Clyde's garden planters, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this garden planter specifically as being one of the best ones. It has a little interactive pull tab to kind of.
We'll have to read the instructions.
Yeah, but it's got really detailed information on it.
So will this replace like what I look up on like the Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah, I think it could. I think that's why I wanted to get this one specifically, but it doesn't have everything on it, but it's got most of the things that we plant.
Well, the Farmer's Almanac doesn't list everything either. It gives you like a general idea.
But yep, we got that. So that should come in handy.
I just realized we jumped ahead. Everyone's probably wondering what the heck this flame is in the frame here.
Yeah, this is something that we picked up at
the thrift store. When we went to Roar Seeds, when we visited their seed store, we had to stop at the local thrift store there, which was a massive Goodwill. And it was pretty packed when we were there, but we did browse a little bit and we found some cool stuff, including this.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't familiar with these are oil lamps.
You have to bring it back over here for them to be able to see.
And so they have a large, like 1-inch wick that goes down into the reservoir. You fill the reservoir with specific lamp oil, and then it has a little adjustment knob for the wick to come up or down. And then normally it also has a chimney, is what it's called, a glass chimney, about this high. And the one that we had on here actually broke when we first tried it, so we're gonna have to get a replacement one. And if you guys are familiar with Lehman's store, I think it's in Ohio. It's a really big, like traditional skills store. Like, it's got all kinds of canning stuff and like off-grid type stuff. So these are real good for when the power goes out. If you have a place where you lose the power a lot, it would be a pretty good idea to have a couple of these handy.
Oh, yeah. And it really, like, it lit up our whole kitchen area here.
Yeah, it gives off a lot of light, and it also gives off a little bit of heat too. So you can imagine, having one of these is actually like having a little space heater too. But yeah, if you had a couple of these for when the power goes out, you'd be set.
But this was such a cool find. This was only $6.99 at the Thrift.
Yeah, so this was a really good deal. They run a lot more expensive than that, when you buy them new. So
yeah, it was a cool find, but we thought we would share it with you all.
Yeah, really good, kind of old school.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. How much what was our damage on this order? Do we have it on there? I think I remember roughly. No, it's not on there. I want to say it was roughly around $70 or so.
Yeah,
I'll link it in I'll put it in the details below so you all know for sure. But I want to say it was around $70. Their seeds are unbelievably reasonably priced. I couldn't believe it when I looked at their site, and they don't have a paper catalog, but they do have a really in-depth, awesome digital catalog that you can garden dream as you're looking at it.
Yeah, it was a really nice catalog. Like I really liked it. Had a lot of good descriptions and pictures, and just really well put together.
And just looking at the seed packet, I mean, just this first one that I picked up, it has a lot of good information on the back. It tells you, what it is. It tells you a little about. It tells you if you're starting it indoors, when to start it, how many days to germinate, germination temperature, days till maturity, plant spacing, fruit size. It tells you, I mean, there's everything that you need from beginning to harvest is really covered on here. So that's awesome. And it's in big, bold letters too of what it is. I love this. I would say so far this is one of my favorite seed packet designs. How about you?
Yeah, I like these. These are definitely very nice.
Yeah, and it's more of that like waxy kind of paper that would protect the seeds. Like if you got a splash of water on here or anything, they should be okay. I'm really impressed. I like these. We're not affiliated with them in any way. And no matter what, we would always give you our full and honest opinion. But I'm impressed. So,
yeah, definitely.
Shall we jump into it?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
All right. So first up, we have a large red cherry pepper. So this one is going to be like the hot cherry peppers, and this is what we make our hot cherry pepper poppers out of. So,
your favorite.
Yeah, so we definitely want to have a good amount of these, to restock those. These are also known as the cherry bomb. It packs a punch, produces small round peppers that resemble cherries. Good average production, but on good years they can produce 70 to 80 peppers per plant. Would it do even better in the southern states and tolerate shock very well in comparison to other pepper varieties. And it doesn't drop flowers when moved outside, making it easier to cut back and brought inside without a problem. So if you wanted to bring this inside and overwinter it, so that's good to know.
I can't imagine like so many pepper plants. Like, where would we put that? That's good to know though. This here is the lemon drop pepper. This is originated from Peru. It is spicy and tangy. It's a seasoning pepper with a fruity lemon flavor and aroma. We love lots of lemon in our dishes. And I just love all the information that's on here. It even gives you tips of harvesting. Yeah, lots of awesome information. So another pepper to add to the bunch.
Yeah. All right, next up we have a ruby red onion. This is a long day variety. Ruby red is a favorite in the MIgardener garden for its crunch and versatility. Deep purple variety is ideal for long storing and will last up to 5 months. A bit spicy and savory, making it perfect for Greek salads. Highly reliable with excellent yields.
Well, we love Greek salad. We like gyros as well, so that will be. But are we going to start any seed onion with all of the?
Probably not, unless we have a specific variety that we didn't get. But I think we got a couple of varieties that are similar to ruby red. So
this one's cool. Another pepper, the cayenne purple pepper. I can imagine like if we tried to make hot sauce out of this, could we make a purple hot sauce?
Yeah, definitely.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So this amethyst hued pepper comes with a kick and a twist as it has some sweetness in the flavor profile. That's awesome. It can be enjoyed for both eating and ornamental purposes. So it'll look pretty as it's growing. And this says that, yeah, pretty standard harvesting. Once pepper mature to their specified color, I'm getting tongue twisted, the fruit will become more tender, signaling its ripeness. So this will be a good addition to the about 1 million peppers that we're gonna grow.
Here's another cayenne. This one is an orange cayenne. Fiery orange pepper is slender, long, supremely versatile, as it can be dried as a powder spice or tossed in the stir fry and sauces. Enjoy with caution. So I plan on definitely making some powder out of these too as well.
We have dehydrated quite a bit of peppers. Maybe we should do like a little tour for them of all of our various dried peppers, because we have quite a bit. We have made lots of hot sauces, which we've shared with you in our pantry tour, but we do have a lot of dried peppers that can then be turned into pepper powders, or rehydrated, reconstituted, and used as a pepper. We have a Excalibur, right? It's an Excalibur dehydrator, a 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, and that thing is a workhorse. It really gets the job done. I do really like that. I will try to find a link for the one that we have. I'm not sure, it's an older model, but I'll see if we can find a link for that, but it does really work good. I think this one will also be one that we probably dry. This is the Jamaican yellow mushroom pepper. The citrusy, fruity pepper is bright and hails from Jamaica. This pepper enjoys the sun and warmth, kind of like me. Its exterior scent is reminiscent of yellow bell pepper, but do not be fooled, it's packed with spiciness inside, it says. So, do you think like this would be like a jerk seasoning kind of pepper?
Yeah, I think this one mentioned something about jerk seasoning. I think that's why I got it.
I would like to make a good jerk seasoning. Yeah, that would be good.
Alright, so next up we have a Burgess Buttercup Squash. This one is a winter vine. Plant produces dark green fruits with a beautiful orange sweet flesh. The flesh of the Burgess Buttercup is buttery and smooth. Try it as a great alternative to mashed sweet potatoes. 3 to 3.5 pound fruits are produced with stringless flesh. These vigorous plants produce 6 to 7 fruit per plant. And they store for 2 to 4 months. I like on the back of his packet, if it's good for storage at all, he actually has a little house with like a cold storage little picture on it.
Oh, that's cute.
So, and then it says how many months you can store it for. So that's a really neat detail on these seed packets.
That's awesome. They also state on them if it's like an annual or biennial. So it does, I mean, there's just a ton of information on here. So this next one here is the Golden Nugget tomato. It's a determinate variety, a treat in the garden. The tomato produces amazing quantities of small cherry tomatoes that taste like you just kissed the sun. Sweet, fruity, thin skin, and low acid. Everything you want in a tomato this has, and probably more that you will find you love. I'm excited to try all of these varieties of yellow and orange tomatoes. We are still on the hunt for that elusive sweet tomato, so maybe this will be it.
Alright, up next is another tomato. This is the NCRD paste tomato. So this one caught our eyes. This is an indeterminate variety. It's one of the rarest paste tomatoes available, brought over by a Sicilian immigrant in the early 1900s and famed for its size, flavor, and amazing yield. This tomato is nearly lost but was brought back from the brink of extinction by seeds saved from only about a dozen gardeners in Chicago. Be a part of the movement to save these important historical fruits. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that one. We have our yellow stuffer tomato. In past seasons we grew the Get Stuffed from Baker Creek, and that one is like a tie-dye looking stuffing tomato, and we have really enjoyed that with like the tuna salad that we make. If you watched our pantry challenge videos, you'll see the tuna salad. I actually shared our recipe. And any kind of, you know, fresh chicken salad, anything is good in the stuffer tomato, especially if you're trying to not eat as much bread. It's a great option. We've done taco stuffed tomatoes, you name it, we've probably tried it, and it has been really nice in the past. So I am looking forward to trying this one. It says this variety is very good for stuffing with rice, mushrooms, spices, and then grilled or baked until tender. I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, I like these ones. I really like these a lot. And that looks just like the Get Stuffed one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should mention that. So with a stuffing tomato, it's really like thick walls to the tomato, essentially. It's a really sturdy, you know, it's got good bones, is how you could say it. But you just slice off the top or core it, and then right in the middle, there's just a little like sack of seeds, basically.
Yeah, it's basically empty. There's like no meat inside. It's just the smaller area of seeds.
Yep.
Kind of like almost like some peppers, like just have like a small. It's open and just seeds. It's kind of like a pepper.
If you think like a bell pepper, when you cut it open, there's just that like main grouping of seeds there, and then the rest of it is hollow. That's very similar to how a stuffing tomato is. And it's really nice to just scoop and go.
So definitely an interesting dinner option.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You're up.
Alright, so next we have a Bib Butterhead lettuce. This is a classic variety of Bib lettuce. Leaves are soft, tender, buttery, and lacking all bitterness. This is a favorite for those who love juicing. Cool weather is best for these, but if grown in ideal conditions, this lettuce can be grown all season long, even through the heat of summer. Market gardeners and home gardeners alike love this variety for its perfectly shaped heads, splayed leaves, and adorable little bunch of greens when harvested all at once. So, this is also container friendly. So, if you got a container or
the towers like we were going to do this year. We are trying a different way to grow our greens this year, and doing some raised bed and some tower, so some different options, and we're going to see how it does.
Yeah, I think we eat a lot of lettuce, but I think having the lettuce down in the garden is a little bit the problem.
It's not as accessible for everyone, especially like, you know, my mother, my grandmother, for them to, you know, hike down to the garden, climb over the fence, get in there and harvest it. It's not as ideal.
Yeah, so I think having it in containers on the back porch is going to be the way to go for greens this year. That way they're going to get used consistently, and then I can, you know,
we can succession.
Yeah, we can succession plant things, and That'll work good.
I'm looking forward to it. Fresh salad. Sounds so nice. Then we have here our Aunt Ruby's a German green tomato. This is an indeterminate variety. The family heirloom from Germany is the largest green beefsteak variety in the world. Sweet and fruity flavor. The bright green tomato makes, like going cross-eyed trying to read it there, makes a beautiful addition to any salad plate. The winner of the 2003 Heirloom Garden Show Taste Test. I am looking forward to this specifically for, what do you think?
Salsa verde.
Salsa verde. That is one of our family's absolute favorite things that I can. It's a great way to use some of the early season tomatoes and also the late season tomatoes when they are not ripening to their full red color. But last year we didn't have a whole lot of that. So we are stacking the deck and having an actual green tomato to make sure that we get that salsa verde.
Yeah.
Now I think we're down to our last jar of that.
Are we? All right, next up is another tomato, the Quadro tomato. So this is an indeterminate variety. This medium 6th Roma variety produces high yields all throughout the growing season, making them perfect for long summers, blight resistant, and fantastic when grown in greenhouses. Its deliciously balanced flavor is perfect for salsas and sauces. So this is another kind of sauce tomato, I guess.
Yeah. And another tomato. If you've noticed, we have a reoccurring theme of our favorite things to grow, tomatoes and peppers. Here we have this sunray tomato. This is an indeterminate, and it says this golden orange variety is one of the sweetest yellow tomatoes. There we go, one of the sweetest that they've tried. It is the close cousin to the sun sugar tomato. Now, I've had a lot of people tell me, especially in the comments in previous videos, that they're thinking that the elusive tomato that we're trying to match the cherry tomato is the sun sugar. So I think we may have ordered that. It might even be in here. But we will be taste testing and we will let you know our thoughts on all of the tomatoes. So this one, it says that it's just slightly larger than that sun sugar. So I'm excited to try that one as well.
All right. Here is another tomato. This is the Valencia tomato. So this is another indeterminate variety. The Valencia tomato is a medium-sized slicer weighing in between 8 to 10 ounces. This heirloom has a very low acid content and one of the sweetest slicing tomatoes. The tomato received its name because of the vibrant yellow-orange hue, and the flesh gives off what makes it look like a Valencia orange. Extremely productive and resistant to many early season diseases. So, sounds like another good sweet tomato.
Good sweet tomato. And then we have a blue curled Scotch kale. Blue curled Scotch kale, say that 5 times fast, is a large leaf kale variety that produces many leaves per plant, dark green in color, and tightly crinkled. It's funny that it says that because my oldest Angeline just came up to me yesterday, with a piece of kale out of our bag kale, and she's like, I love it when these are all so tight together. It almost looked like broccoli. That's how like crunched together it was and tight. So this is probably going to be a new favorite of hers. I would bet she's a lover of kale. So.
All right. Next up, we have the white sweet Spanish onion. This is a long day variety, a pure white variety with shimmery, easy to peel skins. This variety has a mild sweet flavor. Bulbs can reach over 3 inches in diameter. Delicious green scallions are just as edible as the bulbs. Great to add to salsas, dips, salads. Best suited for northern regions and grown as a fall onion in the south. And this has a storage of only 2 months.
So. You know how excited I am about this one?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited I am about this is like 100. I ordered 3 packets just to be safe. This is like gold. So this is culantro. Culantro is a more pungent cilantro flavor than its cousin cilantro. which we do like cilantro too. But culantro, if you're unfamiliar, is one of the key ingredients in sofrito, which is a Spanish, basically like seasoning, almost like an Italian pesto, but a Spanish version. It's a base for a lot of soups, stews, meats, beans, rice, you name it. It's just that like chef's kiss of flavor to a Spanish dish. And if you've watched our channel very long, you know that my daughters are part Spanish. So I do try to make a lot of dishes that are inspired culturally by Spanish influence. So frito is one of the things that I normally make homemade. But in our area, I am always unable to source culantro. So I go without it, and I am so excited to have these.
Yeah, not a lot of places actually have it. I don't think anybody had it, but
MIgardener is the very first seed company that I have ever seen that has this. I've specifically looked for it everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere that we've ordered seeds, I have asked if they sell this, and MIgardener is the very first one. So I am so excited to have this. I will be sure to share with you all how I use this when we harvest it.
Awesome.
I could like jump up and down about it.
All right, next we have another tomato. This is the Wapsippin Nikon peach tomato. That's a mouthful. This is an indeterminate variety, one of the best tasting yellow tomatoes in the world. This 2-bite variety is bursting with sweetness and slight acidity. The perfect addition to any salad or sandwich, perfect for anyone who thinks they don't like tomatoes. Easy to grow and absolutely beautiful with a slightly fuzz yellow skin. So this is
fuzzy skin.
Yeah, this is the one with the fuzzy peach skin. But one of the best tasting yellow tomatoes in the world. So.
I'm excited to try it. I'm not so sure how I feel about fuzzy tomato skin.
It's just like a peach.
Which I don't eat the skin. I don't eat the skin of peaches, kiwis.
Oh, I eat the
I know.
skin of all.
I don't know how I feel texturally about that, but I will try it. I will definitely try it. Alright, so we have homemade pickles cucumber. And it says that this is a climbing variety. It is container friendly, and the compact variety is excellent for pickling, either small or full grown. A tender variety with thin skin, not supposed to play with fire. Making it just as good for fresh eating and slicing. A compact growing habit compared to other cucumbers. So if you've ever grown cucumbers, you know that they take up a ton of space. I feel like he needs adult supervision over here. But we will be growing a lot of different varieties of cucumbers this year to find that ideal pickling cucumber. We like a crunchy cucumber. No one in our family will even eat a pickle if it doesn't have that crunch to it. So
gotta have the crunch.
Gotta have the crunch. Now I will say though, I will definitely add to this, that if you are someone who has made pickles or have bought pickles and you found them to be too mushy for your liking or just texturally not it, don't throw it out, don't waste it. I've made some of the best relish that we've ever had with mushy pickles. They can be salvaged. There's always something to do with it. So, just a tip.
Definitely. Alright, next up we have the toothache plant, Spilanthes. So this one is interesting. This gumdrop shaped variety has natural properties that will numb the tongue and mouth to ease discomfort. Shiny green leaves, bold yellow flowers that have a spicy and citrus flavor. The bushy growing habit are perfect for growing in pots. So this is an interesting medicinal plant that we wanted to try. So
I kind of envision the girls going in the garden just to try these. And you too.
For sure.
So we have Calypso cilantro. The reason that we purchased this variety specifically is this is the slowest to bolt. And where we live, it goes from cold to hot. Like there's no in between. So bolting is definitely a concern for anything that we grow. And I am looking forward to growing this, and I'm looking forward to the pico de gallo that Zachary is so famous for making. It is so good. And did you know that some people taste cilantro like it tastes like soap? That's a genetic thing. We've actually done like the 23andMe, and you either have a gene that makes it taste like soap or that you like it. So we do have some in our family that are not fond of cilantro.
I just think that's so funny. Doesn't taste like soap to me. I love it. It's like, gotta have the pico is the cilantro. If you make pico without cilantro, it's like, what are you even doing?
Well, in the summertime, fresh trout, tacos with your pico, and fresh slaw with the cabbage. Summer dreaming. In fact, I am trying to convince myself that it's summer. If you see my cup that I'm using, my best friend actually makes these. I'll have to see if I can link her below, but if you can see it, it says dead inside, but it's summer. So I'm trying to convince myself to have some heat today because I am still cold from being outside. I feel like my nose is still cold.
Alright, next up is Hartman's Yellow Gooseberry, which I don't know how this one got in here. I don't know if this was a free one or if we accidentally ordered this, but we already have this and we grew this last year.
They were good.
It's an indeterminate variety. It's an 1800s heirloom, produces prolific clusters of bright yellow fruits. This cherry variety grows up to 1 inch in diameter and is bursting with sweet, tangy flavor, ideal for fresh eating or adding color to your favorite salsa recipe. So these are really good.
It was on our order. I must have selected it.
Yeah, I mean, these are definitely a good cherry variety. It's not like that one we're looking for, though.
No, but it is good. It's a nice one to walk around the garden and snack on.
Yeah, and I like giving the ducks a lot of those too. I just pick those off and give them the ducks, and they
I think it's so exciting.
Them down.
This here is green globe artichoke. And was it Jessica that was saying about artichokes that you can grow? Jessica at Roots and Refuge was talking about artichokes and growing them, and we didn't know that we could grow them in our grow zone.
Yeah, so we're like right on the edge of it being able to survive over winter.
Yes.
So like a winter like this year, it would definitely absolutely survive.
Except today would have died.
But I mean, we might be able to overwinter it and make it, you know, if we get lucky, we might have it for a couple years or something. But
that would be really exciting. So it says that these freshly harvested heads are sweet and delicate tasting with a tender texture. The globe is the flower bud, which includes many edible parts, fleshy bases. I don't know if you've ever had artichokes, but if you have, you know what it's like. I am looking forward to trying to make some stuffed artichokes. I'm looking forward to that. We also like spinach and artichoke dip. I mean, that's pretty standard.
I love spinach and artichoke.
Yeah. And just artichoke hearts on a salad are super good. So this is going to be a good addition to our garden.
What's this?
I don't know.
10% off your next order.
Oh. So it looks like they include Zachary's knocking his microphone off. It looks like they include a little thank you with a code to save on your next order. That's really nice of them. I think we will definitely be ordering again.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up we have the golden ball turnip. Everything we love about turnips can be found in this variety. The golden color is unique and rarely grown outside of small specialized farms. The turnip roots are large, averaging 4 inches in diameter, and are beautiful golden yellow color, rich in iron, vitamin K, C, and potassium. A great source of fiber and essential beta carotene that helps with healthy vision, delicious peppery taste.
And it looks like it's
also stores for 2 to 4 months. So
that's awesome.
And they're cold tolerant. So
up until recently, we've really only done roasted turnips in our root veggie roasted veggie blend. But I have now added them into our pot roast recipe along with potatoes. And I will say, texturally, they were very similar, but the turnip had a sweet taste to it. So I will keep them in the rotation for sure, beyond just a roasted vegetable.
Yeah, I thought it was really good in the pot roast.
It was another layer of flavor. We have the calabrese broccoli. And this is a true winner in the garden. It is a large heading broccoli that is most commonly seen in supermarkets. So we have found that the girls are not so fond of the broccoli that we've grown in the past. It wasn't like that pretty, you know, like heading broccoli that you see in the supermarket. So we got this with them in mind. We're going to win them over yet because they love broccoli. But again, they weren't very fond of ours. So hopefully that's a great success.
All right, so up next we have the giant Marconi pepper. The giant Marconi is a gorgeous Italian heirloom whose delectable flavor is sweet with a hint of smoke. The fruits grow to approximately 8 inches long, making them perfect for stuffing, grilling, and roasting. Giant Marconi is disease resistant, giving you one less thing to manage throughout the growing season. So got these specifically for like your stuffed peppers and grilling on the grill.
But it says about roasting.
Yes,
so
roasting. One
of my goals this year is to can whole roasted red peppers.
Yeah, these are perfect for that.
So that we'll be planning quite a few of these. Napa cabbage. This was requested by Angelina to make kimchi. I am thrilled to try and learn to make kimchi. So I have been watching quite a few different videos on making kimchi. I'm looking for some good recipes, trying to weed out any kind of like don'ts. So if you are someone who makes kimchi or you know a really good recipe, feel free to share it with us. I would love to have something that, you know, just knocks it out of the park on the first try. So this will be something to add to our list.
Yeah, I think kimchi is one of those things that's really starting to gain popularity in the States, and I don't think any of us have had it yet, have we?
I have not. I don't know if Angelina has, but I have not. But we like, you know, pickled, fermented, like that kind of like pungent kind of like kick of a flavor. And if you see our in the kitchen videos, I mean, we're not scared to try all different kinds of cuisines, and we're always, if we're traveling, we're always looking to try something new. So this is an opportunity to do it right in our own kitchen.
Yeah. All right, up next we have the azoicha.
I'm sure you're saying that correctly.
Azoichaka. I don't know. I have no clue. But it's a big yellow slicing tomato. So this Russian heirloom produces an abundant crop reaching up to 40 to 50 tomatoes per plant.
That's crazy.
There's the perfect balance of acidity compared to other yellow tomatoes. The flavor has a slight hint of citrus and sweetness, perfect to grow from coast to coast, great for canning, slicing, or salads. So
check, and check.
Yep. So we're also looking for our, you know, the favorite yellow tomato. So something compared to the Carolina Gold that Sam really likes. That's her favorite yellow. So we definitely picked up a bunch of different yellow tomatoes to try to.
That's still my favorite. We'll see.
Yeah.
Those are some big shoes to fill. Another big yellow tomato, the beefsteak yellow tomato. It's an indeterminate variety, and this is considered the largest in the yellow tomato family. It's versatile and juicy. The average fruit size is 1 to 2 pounds.
Wow.
And it has a creamy flavor compared to red beefsteak varieties. Yellow ones are sweeter and have fewer seeds. So I'm not really fond of a really seedy tomato. I've never have been. So I am looking forward to try this. And it says that the weight of the fruit begins to increase while the firmness starts to give way as an indicator of when it's ready to harvest. As tomatoes reach their peak ripeness, their aroma will become very strong, signaling that they are ready. There's nothing like walking through a garden of tomatoes. It's a very distinct scent.
Yeah.
I bet that one's you.
Yep, so up next we have the pepperoncini pepper. So we definitely love pepperoncinis. I don't think we had a specific pepperoncini last year. This one is from southern Italy. The pepperoncini is best known for pickled peppers. The plant produces fruits that grow from 2 to 5 inches long, ranging from 100 to 500 on the Scoville scale. So these sweet, medium heat peppers will grow from pink to red when they reach full maturity, and once pickled, it will turn pale yellow. So that's what gets that yellow pepperoncini look. So looking forward to specific pepperoncinis.
Pickled pepperoncinis, yeah. To top on a salad. There's nothing like that.
Or pizza.
Or pizza.
Putting them on pizza.
Yes. Angelina does the banana peppers. So, but we'll have to do the pepperoncinis. Then we have spring rapini broccoli rabe. I am fond of this, so I think that's why we picked this. It's a foolproof growth habit where there's other broccolis fall short. So this should be, it is cold tolerant and it's early spring to midsummer for growth. Really good in pasta broccoli rabe.
Up next we have the oxheart carrot. So this is kind of like a mini carrot almost. This variety is from France. This stout culinary favorite is best variety for heavy soil types, but does best in loose soils. It can grow up to 5 inches wide in some cases and grows shorter than more traditional carrots. Ideal variety for small space gardeners and long-term storing. The oxheart carrot can grow roots up to 1 pound a piece. Holy moly. And then has a 4 to 6 month storage life. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Parisian carrot. So this sweet compact variety loves loose soil to grow, seeing as it is a stumpier carrot, you don't need to ensure a lack of compaction deeper than a few inches. So this would be ideal for someone just growing in a container, on a patio, in a small space. And this is also good storage for 4 to 6 months. We have pickled our own grown carrots, and they turned out really good. So I think this would be perfect to do that because you really just like kind of clean it up, and then you just like instead of a pepper popper, it's a pickle popper. A pickled carrot popper. So,
sounds good.
Yeah. So that is it for our MIgardener seed haul. They had a lot of variety, as you see, and I'm excited to get some of these started. It's just about that time.
Yep, it's almost time to get seeds in the ground or
in soil.
Inside. In the ground. So we're looking forward to sharing our seed starting process with you. I have a specific special mix that I make for soil blocks. So it's definitely probably the most unique mix that I've seen on YouTube as far as like ingredient wise. I mean, probably have like 10 different things or more that I actually put into it, but it just gives it such a good start and such good nutrition. I mean, you can literally keep them in the soil blocks for like you could probably grow the whole thing right there in the tray with how much nutrition is in it. So I think they just did really good last year using this recipe, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. And then our little grow area that we have set up,
and how we document it all, right?
Yeah, and then how we actually document and map everything out. So it should all be some good information for you guys, and good info for maybe adding to your process or starting your own process, whatever you're doing. But I think it's fairly streamlined and easy. I mean, it's definitely a lot easier than we've done in years past.
Well, we've put a lot of thought and trial and error into it, and not knowing what we didn't know when we started. So we've we've worked a lot of the kinks out.
Yes, but I mean, we're always, trying to do that, work the kinks out and make things, change things that are maybe not so streamlined, and just whatever makes it easier for the gardener to lower the stress level and load that you have on you, especially if you're working another job. It's hard to be able to manage 1,000 seedlings and still work full time, but there is ways to do it, with timers and stuff like that, and then the watering schedule.
We'll jump into all of that shortly. So, but thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you later.
See ya.
Come on, first. That's buddy.